Hi guys, welcome back again to our channel, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you an update, the recovery C-section delivery update. What have we been going through, what are we up to, and how is it going? How is the journey so far? In fact, that is the update. The update is about how is the journey so far since we left the hospital. Okay, from the point of leaving the hospital till now, how has the journey been? So that is what I'll be updating you about. Okay, first of all, I stayed in the hospital for 4 days. I went on Saturday and left on Tuesday, so that's 4 days. When I was leaving, after I was discharged, the plaster was still on the incision area. It was still there. I was about to go home, and then they had to remove the plaster. Okay, the doctor asked a nurse to remove the plaster from the place so I can go home and tend to the wound myself at home. The process of removing that plaster was very painful. Yeah, because I just have a low pain threshold. Like I don't like pains. I can't bear pains that much. When I was much younger, I used to bear pains a lot. I used to be like a James Bond, but as I grew older, I don't know what happened. I can no longer bear pains. But because it's just like waxing, removing the plaster from the area is like waxing, because there is hair growth there, and you know the plaster has been there for a couple of days. So it was as if I was being waxed. It was so painful, even though they used spirit to, I don't know if that thing should be spirit, to kind of make it easier for it to come out. It wasn't easy at all, because at some point I had to tell the nurse to hold on, let me be removing it by myself. You know, when I'm feeling pains and I'm doing the thing by myself, I know where it's coming from and how to control it. So at some point, the one other nurse was saying, well, let's just yank it off at once. And I said, no, you will kill me if you do that. You will kill me. Let me just be taking it off little by little. And that was how I took it off little by little. And when I got back home that same day, the pains came back again. Like they came back like afresh. So it was really painful, being that when I was in the hospital, the pains had subsided because I was still taking my painkillers and diclofenac, the one that they insert into the anus. So the pains had subsided like completely. No, how can I say completely? The pain had subsided. So when I got back home, I was feeling so much pain. I couldn't stand up straight again because that area was just removed freshly. I was still bending to walk. It was difficult for me and all of that. So that was the pains I had to go through, and I just had to manage. I managed up the stairs, even though it was not very bad, but I could at least move up the stairs little by little. I had to start cleaning the incision area, which my husband was doing for me. So that was it, and that was it about the pains when we left the hospital, and it lasted for a couple of days. Then I started to improve. Since it was so painful like that, I had to take painkillers again. I had to take the diclofenac again. I had to take it again, plus they gave me drugs to take, which I continued taking, and it lasted for 2 weeks. I took the painkillers for 2 weeks. When I left the hospital, I was swollen. The right side of my leg became very swollen. It was so swollen and big, like it was double the size I have now, if not 3 times the size. It was so swollen to the extent that I couldn't lift my leg up. I could not lift it. I could only like lift it little by little. If I sit on a couch, I could not carry my leg up. So I'm always asking someone to carry my leg up. Like when I sit on the bed, I couldn't carry my leg up to keep on the bed. Someone will always come and carry my leg up, slowly keep it on the bed for me. But I can take my leg down, but to carry it up was difficult because it was very heavy. And if the person carrying the leg feels the weight of the leg, that the leg is heavy. So this side was like very big and swollen. That's the right hand side, and then the left hand side was swollen, but it was not that bad. Okay, so I'm going to be inserting pictures, but pictures will not do justice to what I went through. So I told my mom about it. My mom said I should be lifting up my leg, keeping my leg on something so that the swelling, this thing can reduce. I said okay, and I also talked to the doctor about it, and she said the same thing, and also said that if it doesn't reduce, that I'll have to come and do a kidney scan or something like that. And I was like, who, me? Kidney? God forbid. There is nothing wrong with my kidney. So she asked if I'm urinating well. I told her yes. So I said there is nothing wrong with my kidney, and this leg will go back to normal. Okay, I told my parents about it. I showed them pictures and videos, and they said okay, they were going to be praying for me. Okay, like this happened like that. It was like, if you see me then you will know it was so heavy, and it became painful at some point like that. And God so blessed, God so blessed. I started carrying that leg up like that for a couple of days, and it did not change. Nothing reduced. It did not change at all. So after a couple of days, so one of our family friends came, and she saw my leg, and she was like, oh, she's going to they should boil hot water for her. So they boiled hot water for her, and she used that hot water on the leg. Like, she used hot water, very hot water on the leg. She also birthed me that day. And you know what, after she did all of that and left, when I woke up for the very first time since I came back from the hospital, I felt light. I felt my leg was lighter. I carried my leg up, and I told my husband, can you see any changes? Can you see the difference? Just when I was looking at my leg, and with excitement, my dad called that morning and was like, how are you doing? How is your leg? I told him my leg is getting better. My leg has reduced. It has reduced so much. And I also told him about the hot water that was used on the leg. So I was very happy that my leg became lighter, because I just really wanted the leg to go down because it was badly swollen. The next day she came again, the next day, and did the same thing and massaged my leg, and the leg reduced again. Like, after the 2 days, it reduced again, and was like, it was almost not swollen again. So I started using hot water on the leg again, and it took it about, I think, 3 to 4 days or so for it to reduce completely, because the leg that was very difficult and heavy to lift was now became lighter. So I could now carry the leg up by myself, unlike what I couldn't do before. So that was it about the swollen part of my leg. I don't know if any other part of my body was swollen, but the part I saw very well was that my legs were swollen. My face was also swollen. My eyes were swollen, but I want to attribute that to sleepless night. I think that is what made that part swollen. Apart from that, that was just it. That was it. And then the other part is the bleeding aspect. So the bleeding was not regular. So after about 1 week or 2 weeks, after 1 week it became irregular. Some days it will come, some days it won't come. So that is how it was. And then the blood was dark. It was not like the normal what is it called? It was not the normal menstruation blood. So this one was just dark, deep red, dark horse blood kind of color. And it was it came on and off, like I said, and then it's completely finished in 4 weeks, which was last week. And in terms of breastfeeding, breastfeeding was very difficult. I don't like breastfeeding. The first few weeks of breastfeeding, I said this before, it was very difficult. It was very painful. The way my baby latched and suck on the breast, like they said, if you latch your baby properly, the nipples won't be sore, but that wasn't the case for me. I latched my baby well, but she still gave me sore, like trying to open up the place. I could see the nipple peeling. I could see it peeling very well, and up to the point that I could see blood. Like it was so painful. I don't even want to think about it, but just know that breastfeeding for the first 3 weeks was very painful, very, very painful. I had to start pumping at some point, but also pumping it was still very painful. I'm like, you know what, what's the point? Let me just breastfeed her directly. So that was what I did, and thankfully now the pains has reduced completely on this side of my breast, but this side I still feel little pains here and there, but it is nothing compared to how painful it was the first few weeks, or the first 2 to 3 weeks of breastfeeding. Also, I used nipple cream. I used breast milk on the area, and it did not heal fast. I also tried using Vaseline, but it was still painful. That was just it. It was still painful. And the last one I'll be updating you guys on is my sleep pattern. How has my sleep pattern been? The first few days, the first few weeks was the sleep pattern was it was good, kind of, in the sense that my baby will sleep and wake up from 12. We'll be doing tarry night till around 4, then she goes back to sleep. So that was affecting me a lot, because I'm someone that does not really like sleeping in the daytime. So, but because of that, I had to be sleeping. Like the first 3 weeks, I used to sleep very well in the daytime. I think the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I used to sleep in the daytime. I sleep like twice. I sleep in the morning and I sleep in the afternoon again to get myself. But then just last week, after she turned 1 month, her sleep pattern changed again. So now we kind of stay awake till 6 o'clock. Like from when she wakes up around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., we are going to be doing awake till 5, 6. Sometimes even at that 6 o'clock, she's not still asleep, but I'll just look for a way and pass her to someone else so I can catch my sleep. She wants to suck all through the night. So that is a problem. She wants to suck all through and not sleep. So that is how my sleep pattern has been. So once she sleeps or someone takes her in the morning, I just sleep. I'll sleep very well till around 10 a.m. before I wake up and go about my daily business or my daily duties, because I still have work to do, because there is money to be made. I have work to do. So I've not been sleeping in the afternoon again. It's not something that I like, because sometimes, like yesterday, I wanted to sleep. Just when I put my head down to sleep, she woke up. I had to pick her up, breastfeed her. Before I could finish all the things, the sleep left me, and it was already time for me to do what? To maybe do something else. So I couldn't sleep. I've not been sleeping in the afternoon again. Even today, I've not slept in the afternoon, and it's already nighttime and I've not slept. I've been telling myself I need to sleep, but I haven't slept, and I think it's going to disturb me this night. But we see how it goes. So far, it's been good. So far, it's been amazing. My baby is gaining weight very well. She's gaining weight. Her weight gain just started when she got to 4 months. That was when, what am I saying? When she got to 4 weeks, that is when her weight gain started. That is when I started noticing. And now she's gaining so much weight because she's sucking so much. She sucks a lot. So, and she's growing well. She's growing well at her own pace. And she loves to smile. She loves to suck. She also loves to stretch her hands and all of that. So that is just it about the post-hospital recovery C-section update. That is it for now. If there is anything that you would like to know, ask me in the comment section. I love reading your comments and responding to your questions. So ask me anything it is you are not clear about that you want to know in the comment section, and I'll be here to respond to you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for always watching our videos. I love you. We all love you. And don't forget to shop on Etifran Skincare website. And I'm going to see you in another video. Bye.